Sitting on the front porch in the early morning breeze. Sitting on our front porch, just an old friend and me. Drink a little coffee, read all the local news, talk a little gossip every now and then. Smell that ham cooking in the kitchen, a brand new sunrise in the sky. Sitting on a front porch, minding all your business. What a way to make the day go by.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And good cold morning. If you're fixing to step outside, you may want to grab a jacket like I didn't, which I did. My name's Kenny Dean. Welcome to the front porch. Day three, and he's back out here. Good morning, everybody.
The trifecta.
Well, I'm telling you. Now, tomorrow's going to be a different day.
Tomorrow's a different day.
So you won't be here tomorrow.
That's right.
But that's just the deal right now. Maybe sooner or later we can have him out here and just wear him out 5 days a week. Let's go to the lines. Reverend Ben Hayes, good morning, sir.
Good morning, my friend. How are you doing today?
Man, doing good. I was just telling folks, I don't know if you've been outside yet, but it's a cold morning. I mean, nothing like it had been last week, but it's I guess chillier than I thought it would be.
Well, I have not been outside, but I did check the weather, and I think it's going to be nice this afternoon.
No, it's going to turn out to be a nice couple of days, and got a little rain coming in here, but it's going to be a pleasant change with some 60 and 70 degree days. We got February right around the corner, and Heart Month, a lot of love going on, but it should be a lot of love going on every day, shouldn't it, Reverend?
That's exactly right, and I got to say that today is a very special day in terms of love for me, because it is my 43rd wedding anniversary.
Wow!
Well, congratulations!
Congratulations, buddy. Where did y'all meet, Reverend?
We met at Mobile College, in Mobile, Alabama, before it became the University of Mobile.
Right.
A long time ago.
A fun fact on Mobile College, University of Mobile: my sister was the last homecoming queen of Mobile College.
Wow!
Wow.
She graduated the year before they changed the name.
So is that the University of South Alabama?
No.
Okay.
Is it Exit 13? Is that right?
Exit 13. That's exactly right.
Well,
There at 8 Mile Pritchard, where 8 Mile and Pritchard come together, a beautiful campus.
Oh, it's beautiful down there. Yep.
Well, congratulations. Who sought out who first? You or your lovely?
Yeah, that's a fun question, because he thought that I was a bratty freshman. I wasn't. I was a sophomore. I thought she was a snob, and he used me because there was this guy that liked her, and she, every time he would come into the dorm, she would run over and grab my hand and pretend like we were together, so that he would leave her alone. So that's I guess she sought me out.
Reminds me of a Leslie Gore song, but well, congratulations, 43 years, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care what you say or Scott or anybody else. To be married for a long time and you say it's hadn't had any problems, I'd have to call you a liar, because it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would do it or be married for a long time.
Absolutely. In all of my life, in all of the marriage counseling I've done,
right,
I've only had one couple who ever said that they never had an argument. And personally, I think they were lying to me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I never won an argument.
We've not had one today.
Yeah, so far so good today.
That's right, because she hasn't woken up yet.
Well, again, congratulations to y'all, and I hope you got many, many more. And the golden anniversary is right around the corner. So, take in today, and again, congratulations.
Well, yeah, I'm going to take her out tonight to our family night supper at the church, and we're going to have meatloaf, great romantic time together.
Boy,
There you go.
you're all heart now. You're all heart.
Big spender. Big spender.
Hey, buddy, we are glad you're with us this week, and if you can get us over the hump day, we'll turn it over to you right now.
All right. Well, we have been talking about faith this week, and one of the things over the years, I've thought about this a lot, and the question that comes to my mind so often is, what is the opposite of faith? And a lot of people would say, well, that's easy. That's unbelief, like what we talked about that first back on Monday. But actually, I think the opposite of faith is not unbelief. I think the opposite of faith is fear. I think fear is the opposite, because fear demonstrates the absence of faith in our lives. Because here's the thing, where faith energizes us, fear has a way of paralyzing us. Where faith empowers us to move forward, fear has a way of hindering our progress. Where faith gives us joy and peace and hope, fear robs us of all of that. And sometimes, even as the children of God, we become fearful for whatever reason. And we fail to walk in the confidence of his presence and power. And what I've discovered is when fear tries to grip my heart, I find strength in the promises of God. And one of my favorite promises is in Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. And God says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." And when I think about that verse, I think about when I was a little boy. My dad, to me, my dad was the strongest man in the world, and he literally, I always thought he literally could beat up anybody else in the whole wide world. So when I was with my dad, I was not afraid of anybody or anything. And I think about that with God. If we would just recognize the fact that God is right here with us, that he is walking through this life no matter what we're going through. And it's kind of like your dad holding on to your hand, taking you through the middle of town or whatever. God is right there. And because he upholds us with his righteous right hand, we have no reason to be afraid. So whatever it is in your life today that may be causing you to fear, that may be causing you to doubt, that may be causing you to lose your sense of peace, just know that God is right there with you. And that's what I want to pray for today. So, Father God, I pray that everyone who's watching this morning would know that presence, that power, that peace that comes from trusting in you. Thank you for being a God who loves us. Thank you for being a God who keeps his promises. And thank you, Lord, for giving us hope in the midst of all of the things that go on in this life. We praise you, and we ask your will be done. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. You talk about your dad. You had faith in your dad. You didn't have any fear. You had faith in your dad that he could, take care of you.
Oh, absolutely. My dad really was. He was a strong man, and I knew every time that he was there that there was nobody that was going to hurt me.
Right.
Nobody was going to mess with me because my dad was there with me. We can have that same confidence with God.
You talk about holding his hand going through town. Holding my 5-year-old hand going across the street or whoever. There's not a better feeling than that. That may be a little old bitty thing, but there's not a better feeling than that grip of that little bitty hand to get to just to be around. To you and Sonia, we hope you have many, many more great years ahead. And thank you for being with us this week, and we'll look forward to hearing from you early in the morning.
All right, man. We'll see you then.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, see you.
Take care. Reverend Ben Hayes, First Baptist Church, downtown Dadeville, Alabama. It is chilly outside. I won't lie about that. In fact, I tell you what, the temperature outside is either somewhere between 28 and 38. We'll just put it that way, but it's still cool. 69 for your high today, my favorite temperature. Tonight going into tonight, 47. In fact, it was originally supposed to be that cold this morning from yesterday's forecast. 47 tonight, going into the last few days of January. 74 and 60 tomorrow. On Friday, 67 and 46 with a 100% chance of rain. Saturday, the first day of February, 70 and 44. but sunny. Maybe a few clouds. But Sunday, going to be a Groundhog Day. Is going to be really nice. 73 and 44. Monday, 75 and 50 with no rain in sight. But rain on Friday. There's your 5-day forecast brought to you by Alex City Marine to the Yerke family. Good morning to y'all. If you're looking for a good deal, I'm talking about a good deal on a Tri-Tune, check them out today. Well, he's got a good response back from being on the show the other day. Anthony Thorne with Liberty Gutters and Covers. So if you're looking to put cover, maybe even just covers on your gutters, get in touch with him today at Liberty Gutters and Covers.
At High Point Insurance Group, we're here for all of life's milestones.
Like when you finally step into your dream home.
And when you drive off in that dream car, we've got you covered.
Or when you hit the water with your new boat.
We're by your side,
High Point Insurance Group.
protecting you through all of life's high points.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision-making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
This is Marcia Mason, your local Lake Martin bankruptcy and Social Security disability attorney. Mason Law Firm is located at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Call 256-329-1313 to schedule your appointment today. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU SEC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
Winter is tough, but Dixie Electric Plumbing, Air, and Garage Door makes it easy. For a limited time, you can bundle your newly installed home systems with a number of free upgrades. Why stop at just one? The more you bundle, the more you save. Winter won't wait, and neither should you. Call today to bundle up your home and savings with Dixie. Visit calldixie.com for more details, including our upcoming giveaways. Warm hearts, warm homes, and big savings. That's the Dixie way.
Craving something convenient and delicious? Well, head over to Lake Martin Pizza Company, Highway 63 in Alex City. Lake Martin Pizza on 63 is always serving up mouth-watering pizza made from the freshest ingredients. From classic pepperoni to their signature specials loaded with fresh vegetables and savory meats, there's something for everyone in the whole family. The cozy, heated outdoor dining area is the perfect spot to enjoy a meal together and enjoy live entertainment. Or grab yours to go. Lake Martin Pizza Company on Highway 63, where great food and great times are always just a slice away.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back to the show on the last Wednesday morning of January. Andy Tucker, good morning to you. Be careful coming in from Frog Eye, Daviston, in that community right there. Keith Meigs up there. Hope you're having a good day, Mr. Woodman. What's going on in the real world, really?
Real world.
Auburn played tonight?
Yeah, that's when I got my Auburn gear on.
Who do they play?
They play the Tigers. The Tigers and the Tigers. It's going to be a cat fight, yeah, down in Baton Rouge. It's funny. I saw a post yesterday, and you can buy tickets to the game in LSU tonight for like $40. If you try to get a ticket to an Auburn game on Saturday playing whoever, it's $300 or $400.
Really?
Because there's difference in the teams right now.
Yeah.
And not to say that LSU can't beat Auburn, but I mean, you go on the road, you can get beat by anybody, but their team doesn't have the height that the Alabama and the Auburn and even Ole Miss. Ole Miss is, you can't get tickets over there.
Have you been to an Ole Miss game over there? Or
I've been to a football game, yeah.
Pretty neat.
It's a nice campus, it is.
I remember Jerry Allen. Remember Jerry Allen? He loved to go to games over there. What do they call that?
Not the Grove.
I think it is
the
Grove.
Grove.
I think it is Grove.
Okay.
But it's
Jerry's
neat.
daughter, Abby, went to school there.
Yeah.
A lot of folks.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, she's an Ole Miss graduate.
A rebel.
Yeah, she's a rebel.
Rebel with no cause. Hey, Main Street's got this thing going on next week, February the 8th. It's called a side-by-side ride downtown. Best float or vehicle decorated with love will win 50% of the proceeds. Golf carts, Jeeps, motorcycles, side-by-sides, and whatever else you got to travel in. Get in touch with Michelle West at Main Street about entering this. I'm not sure about the money that it costs to get in it, but it's for Main Street. And Main Street does. I don't know if you really realize, but Main Street does a lot for downtown Alex City. I mean, you saw all the Christmas decorations, the lights, and new garland and all that. That's costly.
They did a great job this year too.
It was beautiful. But they don't. The lights just don't come on.
I think it's March 1st. They're going to have the chili and gumbo cook-off.
It is.
We did that last year.
Here again, that's a Main Street thing. That's a fun thing. March 1st is like any day around here. It could be freezing cold. It could be hot.
It was cold last year.
Yeah, real
the wind
cold.
was blowing. We had a hard time with the gas burners keeping the fire
Do
going.
you enter that?
Our Kiwanis Club did, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
We did. We did. I think we're gonna do another one this year. I've done it before with some buddies. But I never win. I get my feelings hurt.
Do you do gumbo or chili?
We did gumbo. We had Justin Mosley, grew up in Mobile, and he brought his grandmama's gumbo, Cajun recipe, and it's kind of like it was like Trump. It was a rigged system. I told Michelle it was rigged. Yeah.
Well, the thing about a gumbo, especially around here, I love gumbo. But around here, I think majority go with chili before they do gumbo.
Right. Oh, I can't eat shrimp, so
you can't.
No
shelled.
Shrimp, scallops. I'll eat an oyster every now and then.
Like raw oysters?
Yeah. Yes, I love them.
You ever had oyster soup?
Yeah, anything oyster is good.
Okay.
I've never understood why. Who ate the first oyster?
Good question.
Let's eat that.
Golly.
And they didn't have any sauce and crackers then,
They ain't the prettiest thing in hot sauce.
That's what I'm talking about. They didn't have any sauce, yeah.
They ain't the prettiest thing in the world. Hey, I'm a big fan of Tidal Wave. I love. I pay like $23.97 a month, and that's for all the cleaning you want to get. Some of the best money for me because I like to keep my truck clean. But Lake Martin Trailblazers is having a fundraiser. So if one of those young ladies comes around, this is the deal: $10 for a Graph X. That's four washes. It's a $30 value. So I would take advantage of that. It can be used at any tidal wave around.
That's good stuff.
So take advantage of that right there. Oh, the announcements. Lord have mercy. I went by Cloud 9 yesterday. Ellen had her chemo, second round. Everything went well, but it was a long day for her, from like 8:30 to about 3. One of some of the kindest folks out there. We appreciate you. But I stayed with her for a while, then I did some running around because, she's just there, she took a nap or two, but I'm really glad, and I hope it continues for her to do well. But I went downtown, I went by Cloud 9, and Amanda was on, I think it was last week, and she had this vest on, sleeveless vest that came up to here. And it was kind of a lightweight, kind of like the vest you had on yesterday, and some vests that you and I have. But it was, she had a green one on. Well, I saw it on the wall. I said, I think I think that's something Ellen would like. So I got her. I got her one, and she did like it. So, but it was good talking to Amanda and Rachel Rogers, and just seeing folks. I went by and got my education from Henry Foy, which didn't take long. But Henry Foy, a friend of mine, I think he's good for downtown Alexander City. Vicki Herring at the Square, went by and had a good conversation with her. That's such a neat, warm place. It's got, I forget, about 14 little stores. And it's just packed with stuff. And Atlanta, which is in the back, if you're looking for a good breakfast or good lunch, she has them. You got a place to sit down back there where Atlanta's is, or you come out in the area right there.
In the middle of the street out there. That's what it looks like.
In the square.
The New Orleans.
Yeah, exactly right. And the square is used a lot, too.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
But anyway, Valentine's Day wish list giveaway. I'm talking about at Cloud 9. This is how it works. Come in to Cloud 9 and fill out your wish list for Valentine's Day before February 10th. When someone purchases something from your wish list, you get to put it in a drawing to win an item of your choice from your wish list. So that's when you're young and energetic, and you worked at a place like Amanda has for 6 years, she brings a lot of her young people's ideas in there. So that's a good thing. Alex City Arts presents Women and Children First. It's a comedy play. It's going to be February 13th at 7 o'clock at the Mill 280.
Exactly right.
This year. So Mill 280 is being used again after being closed for a year or two.
Yeah, a year and a half, 2 years, yeah. We were out last week. I'm on like I mentioned yesterday, I'm on the Arts Board, and we were out last week checking it out. And
it looks good.
Yeah, Henry was with us, Mr. Foy, but it looks good, and it's going to be fun.
Well, and the thing about the Mill 280, I believe I said this yesterday, I guess because I look at it a lot when I'm out that way. The way they have color coordinated that with the Benjamin Russell Advanced Care building, it's just, and that, you got to think about it. That's when you're coming in or even going out of Alexander City, that's one of the first places you're going to see. That's impressive.
It's very nice.
First chances or glimpses, that first impressions, everything. And I'm thinking, if I'm just going through here, this town impresses me.
And that's the first time I've been to the Mill 280 since all that was constructed.
Oh, yeah.
You ride by it every day, but but you get over there, and I was like, this looks like it's been here forever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so nice. I mean,
the parking lot.
It just flows very nicely.
But that was the deal.
Yeah.
The construction crew that used that while they were doing all the building out there, and if you think about it, they really came up with all that in a hurry. They're still working on those homes in the back, which really looks good back there. But they said when we finish, it'll be not bigger and better, but it'll be better than it was when we got here.
Right.
And they held to their word. The parking lot's well lit up. It's a big old parking lot, but everybody that's in that's a Russell Medical.
Right.
So they take care of it. So you want to rent a place, it holds about 500?
Yeah, right.
499?
Yeah, 400 to 500. You get 500 to get tight, but 400 easily.
Yeah.
Get
in touch with them.
Yeah.
We'll find out who that is. We'll be right back. Well, the Salvation Army has a lot going on this time of the year. Salvation Army is located at 6800 US 280. And of course, maybe this time of the year with the prices of our power bills are high and a lot of folks need help, you can get some help from the Salvation Army, but there's a lot of, you must bring in your electric utility bill, you must live in Tallapoosa County, must bring in an ID or driver's license end date. So they don't just hand it to you. So you gotta show them that you deserve it. That's what they do at the Salvation Army, 6800 US 280.
I'm Jimmy Goree with Goree's Furniture. We would like to invite you to come shop our huge selection of furniture. But if you don't have time, we have over 2,000 items you can have shipped directly to your home. Go to GoreesFurniture.com, look for 48-hour quick ship. Shop, click, ship, it's just that easy. You can shop us here, or you can shop us online, only at Gorees Furniture.
Your expressway to saving.
Tiny Homes by Wind Creek now renting Sleepy 4, full kitchen, private fishing pond, boat charging station, and pet friendly. Call today, 256-935-9337 or tinyhomesbywindcreek.com. Located in beautiful small town USA, Alexander City, Alabama, on Highway 63 South, turning into Wind Creek State Park, and there they sit, ready for you to sit on their front porch.
At Russell Medical, we're proud of our exceptional nurses, like Nurse Brandy Worthy. Brandy represents the selfless, compassionate clinical leader patients expect and coworkers admire. Brandy was recently honored with the Nightingale Award for Nursing Excellence for her high standards, sound judgment, and caring manner. Her passion for her profession inspires us all.
Being a nurse is not just what you do, it's who you are. I'm proud to be a part of the nursing team at Russell Medical. We are the link between all hospital services, providing you with exceptional, personalized care.
At Beyond Home Care, we provide in-home care services to individuals needing assistance with activities in their daily lives. We work with each client to provide personalized home care and sitter services. Whether it's assistance with bathing and personal care or an escort to a doctor's appointment, each client receives the individual care they need with the dignity and respect they deserve. Give us a call today at 256-414-6090 or visit us online at beyondhomecareal.com.
Henderson Towing, Alexander City, 24-hour towing, jump starts, door unlocks, local and long distance towing, heavy duty towing. So let's get old Big Hoss to the rescue today. Here's that number. Now keep it handy. Henderson Towing, 256-392-4554, 256-392-4554. Henderson Towing, 24-hour towing, 256-392-4554.
Serving East Central Alabama since 2005, we are Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical of Sylacauga. Coosa Valley Respiratory has medical equipment and supplies, including oxygen to home ventilation services. We carry a full line of bracing, power chairs, scooters, and more. And when you trust Coosa Valley Respiratory, you are dealing with local people that care about your well-being. Providing quality home care for our community, Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical, 201 West Fort William, Sylacauga. Give us a call at 256-245-1411.
The Alex City Parks and Rec Department serves the residents of Alexander City with quality facilities and programs designed to positively affect the lives of the citizens. From youth sports programs to adult activities and our senior center, the Alex City Parks and Rec offers services for all ages. The Cooper Rec Center, Lake Winds Golf Course, and the Senior Activities Center are just some of the great features the Alex City Parks and Rec Department provides for the people of Alex City. For more information on any of our programs, call 256-329-6736.
I got to tell one on my buddy Matt Hare. You know Matt.
I do know Matt Hare.
Matt called me yesterday, and they were giving us something, and we were going to meet up in the parking lot. So he was over at Publix, and I said, well, I'm heading back out to the Cancer Center, so I just meet you there at the parking lot. He came up, and, he talks slow, and even his laugh is slow. But he rolled his one down, and he said, see that fire hydrant right there? He said, I just waved to it. I thought it was a little kid. It's just the way he told it, and he can see good. He was just a little blinded by the light, I guess. But I have laughed every time I think about that, and I'm looking forward to he and his brother David being on the show February the 13th for a whole hour.
Oh goodness!
It's there, and I think that's a Thursday.
Yeah, I won't be here.
You'll probably miss that, but what a storyteller, especially the both of them. His brother David, they've been in the asphalt business together. Were very successful in that, but both of them grew up fishing. In fact, that whole family, Teresa, the whole bunch of them, their mom and dad were big into fishing. And they could have some of the best fish fries. My goodness.
Well, his brother put you on striped bass.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Alex City
Guide Service. And
people come from all over because if you think about it, it's kind of like deep sea fishing on Lake Martin.
It is.
For those big stripers. Yeah. Have you ever done that?
No, I've never gone out with a guide, but we've done them off a pontoon boat. We redneck striped fish, and we catch them. It's been a long time.
Are you a big fisherman?
No,
really?
My oldest son, he loves to fish.
Yeah. You don't have the.
I don't have that bug. That's it. The patience. If they're biting, it's great.
Yeah.
If they ain't biting, I'm ready to go do something else.
I'm with you like that, but I guess it's like anything. I like to go with somebody that knows how. My buddy, the late Ed Puddin Funderburk, I miss that old boy. He was a good fisherman. So you go with somebody like that can know the right baits or tackle to use. But it was
I'm a catfish. We like corks,
Yeah.
Throw it out there and just wait and wait and wait,
But I think about the guide church. Let me tell you something. A lot of those men and women and folks that go or that do that, they may like fishing. They like to hear David Hare tell stories.
That's right.
I mean, he's entertaining.
Right.
In fact, their dad, they come from a long line of storytelling. Their dad, Mr. Jimmy, and Eleanor. Eleanor's kind of like, she talked kind of slow, too. I guess Eleanor Hare, and I know I've told you this before, Eleanor Hare went to her grave thinking I sent her not a prescription. What do you call it when you send get a Reader's Digest every month?
A subscription.
Subscription. Thank you. That's why
I'm out here.
A subscription.
A one-liner.
I guess she went to her grave thinking I sent her a subscription of Reader's Digest in Spanish. I didn't have anything to do with it, but she swore I did. I love that woman, but and that family, growing up with them, of course, of Silicaga. But I still think the world of Matt and or Teresa and Dave Young. They're good friends of ours, and they've been really good to help out. To come over to take Ellen somewhere, but just good
folks.
Good folks. That's exactly right.
Good old folks.
Our Journey of Hope, cancer charity fundraiser. Comedy Gala. That's coming up February 14th at the Betty Carroll Graham Technology Center. In fact, we got some folks that'll be on the show here soon to talk about just that. So we'll look forward to them. And Betty Carroll Graham Center, you talk about something that's been used a lot over the years.
It gets used a lot.
Y'all use it.
We use it all the
show
time.
flyer.
Yep. Chamber uses it. Everybody. It's a good building.
Betty Carroll Graham and Joel are just two of my favorites. Living in Cowpens all those years. She was known as a little bulldog down there in the state capitol.
Heck yeah.
When she was a representative, she got a lot done.
Yeah.
So Betty Carroll, to you and Joel, hope it's a good day up in Cowpens, USA. And Randy Anderson, I hope you're doing well. We got to get Randy out here. It's been a while since he's been out here, and I don't know what he's doing. Have you run into him lately?
I ran into him a couple weeks ago. It was at a funeral.
Yeah.
He wasn't working it. He was there.
Randy is, of course, former owner of Randy Funeral Home in Langley. But Randy, he can preach, he can sing, he can, direct a funeral. I mean, he's just, and he still does.
Oh yeah, he does
a lot of that. Red's Catfish, they having a get together up at Mellow Valley Community Center. That's going to be even in March. Heart screening, we've been talking about that next month at Russell Medical. We'll be talking about that tomorrow, it being Thursday. There'll be a Alcoholics Anonymous meeting at Flint Hill Church.
Get that out, Alcoholics Anonymous. It's hard to say.
Anonymous.
That's why most folks just go AA.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm got you out here to kind
Just trying to help you out. Just trying.
Elks Lodge got a lot going on. They got their Valentine's dinner, 5 to 9, February the 14th. Dinner for two, steak or salmon. Live music by David Simpkins and Matt Crocker. Make reservations now to get that whole shooting match. Get in touch with a Elk member. That's going to be February the 14th. Championship game, Super Bowl, they're having their get together. That's going to be February the 9th, which will be next weekend. That's when the Super Bowl is. Watch the big game there. Eat some wings with them. They'll be having wing specials. Bingo, charity bingo, Elk Scholarship bingo. That's what they're calling it now because that's where the money goes. That will start next Thursday. Next Thursday, February the 6th at 6:30. A lot going on with the Elks. Next Tuesday, February the 4th, Choose Act meeting. I know Reverend John Hill will be on to talk about this as a school choice has come to Alabama. It will be at Flint Hill Church at 6:30 Tuesday, February the 4th, and we'll let him explain what that's all about. It's that time of the year again to sign up for T-ball, baseball, softball at the Alex City Parks and Rec. Let me tell you something. You've been through it with your children. There ain't nothing more fun than going to a little T-ball, baseball, softball, at all those ages. But remember this. It's just a game. It's not about life or death. Let the kids be kids. In those earlier years, if they want to go from home to third, let them. It's not right. It's just about letting them be little boys, letting them be little girls. Do you agree with that?
I do. We had three go through there. I was on the board for many years, and I bet it's more fun now to go watch because you don't have a kid out there, and it's fun to watch the kids.
Yeah.
When you've got one out there, we want to win, and it just because the competitive spirit comes out, so it's hard. But there's signs out there basically that says it's about the kids, not the parents.
I know, and it is. Yeah. Did you coach?
Oh yeah, we did.
What did you coach? All of it?
Baseball, T-ball, softball, soccer.
Soccer. Did you know anything about soccer?
No, you kick it in the goal. And
scream and holler at them.
That's right. That's right. But my oldest two, they were, 3 grades apart, so we were up there a lot. We'd have daughter over here, son over there, and was on the board. I think I did a 10 or 12 year sentence on the board.
Really? Wow.
Thank you. 2 or 3 years. Mike Wilson, Bill Parks, Bill Young, and me. We basically we ran it. And
Bill Young.
We used to have a lot of fun. We ran some good tournaments up there, and they're doing a lot now. They've got a lot of kids and involved in it, and it's just fun.
Well, let me tell you something about Alex City Parks and Rec now. We talk about tourism out here a lot. As it grows, as the new high school, as it grows, and what they will be bringing in, especially baseball, softball tournaments, and then getting into the track end of it, cross-country track, with the high school, because they'll have a track team, and it brings a lot of people. I know when we were going to see Dylan when he was at Sanford and with Benjamin Russell, we'd go to these different places of Opelika, I'll take them, and it would be packed with people. So it brings a lot of people in.
yeah.
So it's good for tourism. So it's get involved. If you got a little boy, a little girl, coach, it'll be a memory maker that you won't ever forget about. Tallapoosa County Cattlemen's annual meeting, that's Friday the 31st, which is right around, golly, it's Friday night, believe it or not. First Baptist Church of Dadeville. You need to go ahead and sign up, because if it's going to be a couple of you, it's going to be a couple of steaks. And them boys and girls, they don't play. They put a big old steak on your plate, and it's going to be good.
Heard it was going to be a moving experience.
Oh.
Yeah, out there.
I like that.
Yeah.
Do that again.
Moving.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the Lake Martin Dadeville Area Chamber of Commerce, where they got a lot going on. I guess let's look on out to February the 27th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. They're going to have a pop-up event, a entrepreneur pop-up event at the Mitchell House. So get in touch with them about that at 256-825-4019. And right around the corner be June, they'll have their summer barbecue. Lake Martin, Dadeville Area Chamber of Commerce. Ivy Creek Healthcare is excited to showcase their newest clinic, Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin, located conveniently near the main entrance to Stillwater's on Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin is an urgent care with walk-ins welcome. Whether you need lab work, x-rays, or immediate care, find comfort here at Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin. Ivy Creek, here when you need us most. 256-827-5379.
The new owners of Stillwater's Country Club want to welcome you to play the area's premier course at Stillwater's with our new rate. Now, play for only $35 per 18 during the week and only $40 for the weekend. Stillwater's Golf is ready to give you the area's best golf experience, and many upgrades are coming, including a lighted range and course expansion. Meet the new staff and enjoy $35 per 18 Monday through Friday and $40 on the weekends. All at Stillwater's Country Club in Dadeville.
Jim's Pharmacy at the Lake, located on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, home-owned and operated by Jim Clanton, has an experienced staff that is all about your wellness, offering the convenient packaging, help keep your medicines organized. Jim's Pharmacy also has a great gift selection like pecans, socks, late t-shirts, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, 9 to 2 on Saturday. Give us a call at 256-373-3449. Floyd's Feed and Seed in downtown Dadeville, family owned and operated. Floyd's Feed and Seed has a great selection of Carhartt for all ages, starting out with the youngest. Now, if you're looking for boots, check out this selection. All shapes and sizes, Montana jewelry and pine straw year-round. More gift selections on both sides of the road. Miss Pay and the family invite you in today for Floyd's Feed and Seed, downtown Dadeville.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We're your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout Central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
Triple R Cafe in downtown Rockford is where it's located. Now, you looking at the outside right now. Come on in on the inside. Let's check out the hot bar. And let me tell you about this. Award-winning fried chicken. They do fried chicken like it's supposed to be done. How about this pork chop right here? They're open Monday through Saturday. They cater also. That's Triple R Cafe, downtown Rockford, Alabama. Welcome back to the show on a Wednesday morning. I'm a big Elvis fan, as you already know. Elvis did a lot of good things. Scott and I were just talking about one of the best entertainers. Go down as one of the best entertainers ever. He just had it. I think that was a God-given talent, and he used every bit of it. But I saw this. I've seen it before. I think I've talked about it before. But 47 years ago, would not be 57. I'm sorry. 50 years this year, this happened at a concert between songs. Elvis was joking around like he does. Let me tell you what, he's not good at telling jokes. He's not good talking to the audience. But when he sings, he's real good. But, giving out scars, when he noticed a little girl standing over in the far left of the stage, he walked over to her, knelt down on one knee like he was so popular, so famous for, realizing she was blind. Elvis held her hands and spoke to her for a few minutes. The audience could not hear. I like this. The audience could not hear because he kept the microphone away from his mouth. That was just him, between him and the little girl. He then kissed his scarf and touched both her eyes with it. Now, this is not a healing thing that he was trying to do, but he finished. When he finished, he took the scarf off, held the child's face. The little girl stood there with complete confidence in what Elvis was doing. The girl had been blind since birth. Elvis talked to the girl's mother after the concert and paid for the surgery to restore her eyesight.
Wow.
Today, she's a computer graphic artist. See,
wow.
Those are the kind of stories you don't hear. You hear of Elvis, walking on a car lot and buying Scott Blake a Cadillac. You hear those stories.
I financed a house for a guy that moved here from Memphis. He was a Cadillac salesman in Memphis. Mr. Howard, I can't remember his first name. They moved in here, bought a place at Raintree, and he sold Elvis all those Cadillacs.
Really?
He brought me pictures of Elvis, and there's Mr. Howard and Elvis.
Does Mr. Howard still live around here?
No, he's passed away. This has been 25 years ago.
Yeah.
And he brought pictures, and there he was with Elvis in the dealership.
I be darned.
In Memphis, and he wouldn't come in on regular days. He would call him up and say, "I'm coming Sunday at 10:30. Meet me over there. I'm buying 3."
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's how he'd buy the Cadillacs.
Golly,
and he gave them to people. Yeah, he gave them to people. And that was pretty cool.
He made a lot of money. He gave away a lot. It wasn't all about the money with him.
I remember Mr. Howard's 80. I think he was 83 or 84 years old when they moved here. And he came in, and how can I help you? He goes, we're looking to buy a house down here. And I was like, okay. And we're going through the application. He's 84 years old. And I said, so what's loan you looking for? He goes, I want to buy a house. I said, well, you want 15, 20, 30 years? I want 30 years. And I was like, good. I said, I want to be there when you burn the note 30 years from now,
I be darned.
And Les has already had a heart attack and died about 3 or 4 years later.
I be darned.
But he was one of the Cadillac salesmen that dealt with Elvis.
Neat
on a regular
story.
basis.
Have you ever been to Graceland?
I have not.
When we went out west, that was our first stop, was in Memphis. And it was
Did you go in the jungle? Is it Jungle Room? Is that right?
The Jungle Room. It was just. I tell you one thing, because I'm a big fan of Uncle Remus. I've got a hardback book. It's probably worth some money, but it's worth more to me than anything. Which is a hard book to read.
Right.
But Brer Rabbit, Brer Fox, Tar Baby, that whole bunch. But one thing that impressed me was in his library was a library card, and where he had checked out Uncle Remus.
Mr. Bluebird
That's right,
on
exactly
my
right.
shoulder.
Yeah. It's I love that song, but golly, it was neat. All the cars, the vehicles, motorcycles he had. Ellen Dean found out do not lean on a car because it started the alarm, and people get away. I mean, they just went crazy. But it was everything. And, in a gift shop, I didn't want a coffee cup. I didn't want, anything like that.
Right.
But I got a Elvis shirt that one of the first places he worked was an electric shop. He was a truck driver. So that was a shirt I got. So it was just neat to me because growing up, I was loved to imitate it or try to imitate
That's right.
it,
Well,
like a lot of folks have done over the years.
That's right. Everybody tries to do it. I mean, I try to do it at Christmas time.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas concert. There are funerals that you remember. You remember watching that funeral on TV.
Oh, yeah.
This past the 26th, was that Sunday? Sunday, that was the day that Bear Bryant passed away, and there was a picture of his funeral on something I saw on Facebook. And you remember those funerals?
Oh, yeah.
All those older times.
Legion Field. You go to many games there. I remember being at the 17-16 Alabama-Auburn game.
Right.
Go in at 16-3, and I have to go to the restroom. And I hear the crowd roaring. I'm thinking Alabama has scored another touchdown. Well, by the time I get back there, roaring again. I'm thinking, darn, they are really kicking Auburn's rear end. That's how quick it happened.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, punt, Bama, punt.
Yeah, I marched in the band, so I was up there.
Really?
I marched 3 years in the band, so I was at three of those games, and Auburn won all those.
You're a scout. You were a scout, Eagle Scout. Did you ever go to the Blue-Gray game and an usher?
Oh yeah,
Boy Scouts
and we ushered at Auburn games. We ushered at several.
Golly, that was a treat.
I remember basically when I was a Boy Scout going to an Auburn game in ushering. It's probably some of the first Auburn games I ever went to.
Have you always been an Auburn fan?
Oh no, I was a huge Bear Bryant fan.
Really?
Oh yeah.
What happened?
I grew up, I guess. I don't know, but
really,
when I was a kid, I had a baseball cap that had his signature right here on the bill.
Wow.
And he came through Russell one year, and Daddy got him to sign a cap to me, and I wish I knew where that cap got off to.
Yeah, that needs to be put in a
but I've
shot
got
box.
I've got the Bear Bryant Coke bottles and all those, and but what little boy didn't idolize Bear Bryant growing up? I mean, you didn't have to be an Alabama fan.
But when did you change?
Probably in middle school, high school.
Who changed you?
Going to the Auburn games because we're so close, I guess.
Yeah.
And just excited.
I've never known that. That surprises me because all I've ever known is Scott Blake, the Auburn
Right. But when I was a little boy, I guess I had a conversion experience.
Well, in our family, Ellen went to Alabama. I went there on the weekends a lot, loved it. But growing up, 'cause my brothers, I guess my family, my dad and mom, they weren't, I don't remember them being sports fans.
Right.
Wilmer was just a working fan and loved sales cars and trucks and trailers and tractors, and he said everybody had a rear end, so he had a chance to sell them something.
That's right.
And he did. But Ellen, myself, Will, but Auburn, but of course Kenny Jr. and Maggie graduated at Auburn, so they're big Auburn fans. So house divided? Yeah, not really.
Yeah, my sister married an Alabama fan. She messed up.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
breakfast is being served right now. Gorgeous George is over there right now. You know who I'm talking about.
I do.
What do you got for lunch today?
Well, over at Coon's Corner Deli today for lunch on Wednesday the 29th, we've got baked boneless chicken breast, English peas, honey glazed carrots, that's good for your eyes, scalloped potatoes, mac and cheese, corn nuggets, and strawberry cobbler. That sounds very good over there on 1460 Hillaby Street. Go by there and tell my Uncle George I said hello.
For over 80 years, the staff members of Radney and Langley Funeral Home have been friends in time of need, and we are dedicated to honoring, sharing, and preserving the amazing and inspirational stories of life.
You've got a friend.
Obituary is brought to you by our friends at Radney Funeral Home and Langley Funeral Home, and thank goodness we have no obituaries to report today, but to families that have lost loved ones, my heart goes out to each and every one of you. To the men and women that are fighting for our freedom, God bless you. God bless the USA, and we will be right back.
Experience the freedom of mobility with Arise, our safe and clean public transportation serving all of Tallapoosa County. Keep your independence and leave the driving to us. Our handicapped accessible vehicles provide affordable fares based on age and distance. A mobile community is a thriving community. Wherever you need to go, we'll take you there. Call 256-329-8444 to schedule your trip today. Arise, your ride to a better life.
The Sure Shot Outdoors is located on Highway 280 in Alexander City across from Chick-fil-A. Sporting goods store that always has a great selection of footwear, men's and ladies apparel, cookware for camping and home, firearms and shells year-round. Also, online store with financing is available. Owner Scott Watson invites you to come by today to see what the Sure Shot Outdoors has to offer you. Again, the Sure Shot, Highway 280, Alexander City.
With boat season ending, now's the time to let the good guys at Alex City Marine handle all your year-end repairs and needs. Let Alex City Marine help you with storage or shrink wraps to protect your boat from the harsh winter months. And now, set your appointments for full winterization. If it's time to repower, get your best deals of the year on our full line of Suzuki outboards that come with the industry's best warranty. Alex City Marine, the pros the locals know, and they've got you covered. See great deals on used inventory and shop for next year's Landau pontoons at the best price. All on Cherokee Road in Alex City at Alex City Marine.
Carrying Transitions of Lake Martin, located in the old DHR building in downtown Dayville. Owner Brandy Weaver wants you to experience the Carrying Transitions difference, providing local and national relocation, packing and resettling, downsizing and decluttering, liquidation, online estate auctions, traditional estate sales. Call Carrying Transitions of Lake Martin today, 334-703-5050.
Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor on Highway 280 is ready for the new year, and there's never been a better time to save. With no payments till March on many Mahindra tractors. Inventory is great, and you can save big on remaining 24 models with 0% financing up to 84 months with approved credit. And you'll see the New Year's best deals on Spartan mowers, still with 0% terms. Get the New Year's best prices and terms now at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, your authorized Mahindra and Spartan dealer.
Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street has been a staple here for decades, taking care of our community families from prom time, wedding days, picking up a friend on a bad day, happy times and sad times. Grace's is involved in our community with more than just beautiful flower arrangements, but also the love they put in them. Keep this number handy, 256-234-4238 for Grace's Flowers in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4238.
Well, welcome back to the show, and I apologize. I was just texting our guest that was supposed to be on, and I just hope he was all right, Mr. Jim Clanton with Jim's Pharmacy. So we'll see if we can't maybe reschedule that. And you said you met Jim and his wife several years ago.
Right, in Sand, yep.
Jim's Pharmacy's down there on 49, and I know one thing that he's talked about, and he does a good job. And I got this from Matt Mann with the Hometown Pharmacy here about the pharmacy benefits managers. It's something I would rather he explain to you because it gets in depth. So I'm gonna hold on to this right here. But Matt Mann, good morning to you and everybody over at Hometown Pharmacy here in Alexander City, Alabama. Scheduled for 7:30. No, 7 o'clock. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right thing. Okay, so he did know about it, but it's at 7 o'clock. So, and our 7:30 guest is Steve Sane. So let me.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch over here.
So we'll reschedule that. So he is. I hope he's not on his way over here right now. So Steve Sane is a guy that met a year or two ago, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I forget how we met. But Steve Sane has Parkinson, and today he's gonna show you how, through some pictures he got with Ryan, his trip to New Zealand and Australia, I believe. Wow. We were talking about it last time he was out here, and I said, I'd love to see some of those pictures. But the reason he's gonna do that today is just to show you how dealing with Parkinson, you can still travel and still do.
Be a productive life.
And that's something he's very pro-Parkinson, I guess. They have meetings. He's introduced us to a lot of men and women that's been out here on the show, some a little bit more severe than others.
Right.
But they're very open and honest to talk about that, which I'm glad they are. I'm glad they use the show, for that.
Well, they use it for good. Sometimes bad things can be used for good.
I know Steve Crow is going through it.
He is.
And his is not the shaking, but his balance. And I think that we were talking, I guess you could call him a mentor.
That's right.
Of yours.
That's right.
And I think the world of Steve and his lovely wife, Emmett. So, and good morning to y'all. And one is the caregiver. And of course, we may have a chance to talk about that before, but the caregiver for somebody, it can be rough, going to doctor's appointments.
That's right.
Taking care of them. I mean, it's even with Ellen, I'm not a good caregiver. I'm just a person that's been there about 49 years. But I guess I've seen people that do, and y'all are godsends, people that can really take care of a person,
of their spouse.
I mean, and it can be a life changer for you.
I watched my mom take care of my dad, for a couple of years, 2 or 3 years.
I saw it with my dad. I saw what unconditional love was, and I talk about this on the show a lot. And to me, it's worth it because I've heard of unconditional love in songs,
right?
But to see it, it was it my dad? My dad was a working man, like so many of our families we grew up with. He loved working. He loved to do for others. As far as he loved this community, building a golf course. He never played golf a day in his life, but he built it for the guy that couldn't afford to play at the country club. So, and it's still being used today. But I don't know. But to take care of a wife like he did, and he had help, and that's hard. That's hard to do. But he had help, so that was a journey for my dad. He put her in a nursing home for 1 month.
Oh, wow.
Not that the nursing home didn't do a great job. It was Brown Nursing Home. It wasn't that at all. He just wanted to be where he could just go by and touch her on the head.
Right.
And that was in there. And I'm thinking, wow. I would go down there sometime when Maggie was a little girl, Dylan, I guess maybe when he was a little boy, would go with me sometimes on Sunday morning. I would go down and just sit with Mom. I was just there.
You were there,
while he
yeah.
went to church. He was bound and determined he was go to Flint Hill Methodist Church.
He was there every Sunday.
Yeah, every Sunday. And that's the way it was when we were growing up. Those doors were open, we were there.
You were there.
And did I resent that? Probably. As a young person, like I resented a lot of things. But I think not knowing it was really helping through the years, it helped. I didn't even know it was going to. So I grew up in a great family. My mom worked at Dean Motor Company.
Yep.
She worked in the office, like her brother Charles Tannen did at one time. And I guess that's my love for cayenne peppers. I'm gonna say I got it from my Uncle Charles. Some people call them Tauntons. I call them Tannins. But he would go over to my mom and Papa Tannins that lived behind Watts Curry Market and eating lunch. And I always remember him eating hot peppers. Are you?
I'm not a hot pepper guy.
Really?
No. I'll some jalapenos on some nachos. That's about as hot as I go.
Yeah, and nachos are not even hot to me.
No.
You get that seed sometimes.
Yeah, the seed
it
will
can
make you
light you
cry.
up.
Yeah.
And I'm not a person that likes to eat a hot pepper that's going to hurt me.
I've never understood that.
I ain't either.
Why you want to put something in your mouth that's going to hurt?
Well, and the thing about it, sometimes it can kill your taste buds.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I think it's a ghost pepper. I don't do that.
Well, there's these chips that come out with these like these Dorito chips or something.
Yeah.
And they're the challenge. Can you eat one of them?
I don't.
And people, they just
light you up. I don't want that.
I'm not doing that.
I look forward to growing my cayennes again this year and sharing them with my buddy Larry Morris. I don't have a green thumb by any means, but I had good luck just in pots on my patio.
Oh yeah.
But it was where I could water them and kind of take care of them. They're right there.
Yeah.
Are you a gardener?
No, my mom can take a stick that's been dead for 4 years and it'll grow roots. She'll put it in her, she's
really?
She's got the green
Did
thumb.
she have a garden or just flowers?
Well,
plants?
they used to have a garden. Mom and Dad used to have. Everybody would be playing football down the street, and I'd be had to help Daddy in the garden.
Was it a pretty nice sized garden?
No, they used to have some good size. My papa was really a big time farmer. My mom's dad, and so they grew everything.
He had on 22.
Yeah, he would plant 8,000 sweet potato plants every year.
Wow.
8,000 plants produced a lot of taters.
Wow. And just plant, of course, in the ground, but you plant the slit?
Yeah, a slit. Oh, yeah. See, you know what you're talking about. It was
amazing.
Mr. Busby at
Kelly
Busby. Yeah, he would order them from him up there, and they would come in little batches. They had a rubber band around them. And we had an assembly line, being the four of us is, Papa had 6 kids.
Yeah.
And I'm the third oldest of all the 16 grandkids.
Wow.
And so we would be down there, the older ones, the guys, Papa would have the rows laid off.
Yeah.
And we would take a little slit, lay it down. Somebody come behind it, push it in the ground. Somebody would come behind him and put water on it. And then somebody behind that would come and push dirt over it.
Wow. So it was an assembly line.
It was. I mean, and
do you like sweet potatoes?
I do. I used to eat them. I grew up eating them all the time.
Yeah. I've heard people talk about it.
He would grade them out. He would get, and he had a old Cub tractor, and we would get to drive the tractor, and he'd put the plow behind it, and he could go through the rows, and he would just lay those potatoes out, and people would go behind him and pick them up. And he would grade them A, B, and C, and the A's he would sell to the grocery stores. Back then, you could still go to Forbes Curb Market and Winn-Dixie and the Piggly Wiggly and all that. You could sell all that, and then the other ones he would sell at his house. He'd have a sign up down there, or he'd go pedal. I rode around with him in the truck, and he'd pedal produce. And they grew all kind of stuff. They grew. His big crop was sweet potatoes, though.
I see. But sweet potato really an ugly potato.
It is.
It's hard to pick them out, but sometimes you just have to grab one. I love a sweet potato. I found out now I can put it in the crock pot. for 3 hours. Wrap it up in tinfoil, put it in the crock pot for 3 hours. It's just real. It's a good meal, and sweet potatoes are really good for you.
They are good for. We would eat them. We have a pocket knife in our pocket. My papa always said, "Son, a real man carries a knife in his pocket." We sit there and carve one up and eat them raw. Eat them raw out of the field, and that was a big. I can remember hearing the phone ring and go, "Oh, they're in." That means the order had come in for the spring.
Ryan Fuller, our producer, gave me a gift a while back. He and Blake had a lot of different things in it, but one of them was a little bitty pocket knife. I've got knives, but I don't have that little bitty pocket knife. I use it for everything, especially like peels. I don't know who designed a peel bottle, but you can't get in them without if you want to stick your finger in it. So I use my little bitty knife. But it comes in handy for life.
I've got my papa's old timer. It's about that long.
Old timer.
And the blade is all curved where he sharpened it so much. You kept it.
Hey, we'll be right back. Forbes Auto Sales. I like to talk about these folks in a good way. Forbes Auto Sales been around for a long time. Is there any kin here?
Different set of Forbeses.
Different set of Forbeses, but another good set. Of course, these Forbeses are around the Coosa County area.
Yeah, so that's where mine were. But they were just different.
Still a different set.
We were way on the other side of Coosa County.
These are right here on Highway 280 in Kellyton, Alabama. Cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, they've got a selection. Go by and see them today. Forbes Auto Sales, Highway 280, Kellyton.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need. With top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill. And our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best-kept secret, an affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552, 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
For years, Tom Watley's been a name you can trust to represent you. And now you can depend on Tom Watley Law, LLC to handle all of your legal needs. Tom has over 20 years of practice in criminal defense, probate needs, and estate planning. Tom Watley Law supports the communities of Lee and Tallapoosa County and can handle all your legal needs or refer you to their network of specialty attorneys. When it counts, call Tom Watley Law, LLC at 334-559-3420 or online at tomwatleylaw.org. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
If you haven't been to Big B Barbecue in Alex City, then you're missing the best barbecue around. Big B has everything from the best pulled or chopped pork, chicken, and beef to cheeseburgers and grilled chicken salads. Bring your friends and family out for a great dinner and sit outside on our beautiful patio, or sit inside and enjoy your meal by the fireplace. So come in and join us and enjoy the best barbecue in the area only at Big B Barbecue, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state, and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
.37 degrees outside and fair right now, so it's still kind of cool outside. Going up to 69, sun and some clouds. Tonight, a little bit warmer, 47 with an overcast. Now going into the last few days of January, 74 and 60 tomorrow. About 100% chance of rain on Friday, 67 and 46. But look at first 1, 2, 3 days of February, 70, 73, 75. Pleasant nights, 44 and low 50s. Well, there's your 5-day forecast brought to you by Top Gun Pest Control, Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. And welcome back to the show. Things can get insane out here right now. I'm talking about with Steve Sane out here. Got his hat. Now that is a kangaroo hide.
It is.
Wow, I've never heard of a kangaroo hide anything.
I saw it jumping a little bit. So that's,
Yeah. I might just hop away.
Yeah.
You just never know.
When you were on last time, you talked about your trip to New Zealand and Australia, and I'm thinking, wow, we want to see this. Why those two countries that you traveled?
That's a great question. I've got in here, but for two reasons. I love wildlife and animals, and Australia is full of that.
Oh, yeah.
And I love natural beauty with mountains and lakes and streams and so forth, and New Zealand is full of that. And those two countries are just right next door to each other, kind of by themselves.
Where'd you fly out of to? You didn't go straight, did you fly out of Atlanta?
Atlanta, Los Angeles, Sydney.
Okay, so Sydney, Australia was your first stop?
Yes.
Wow.
And then I went several different places in Australia, and then hopped over to New Zealand, and only 2 or 3 in New Zealand, because Queenstown is a city that's just full of things to do. I think they call it the world capital of adventure sports. It's where bungee jumping was invented.
Did you do any bungee jumping?
No, I didn't. I chickened out.
Well, wow, here we go. Traveling with Parkinson's. I love this. Great picture of you, too. Wow.
Thank you, sir.
Now, where's this background? What's in the background?
That's the famous Sydney Opera House.
Yeah.
I didn't go to an opera there, but that's the first thing you got to do when you arrive is you got to go take a picture of yourself with the opera house in the background.
That's proof you were there.
Yeah, that's right. And I submitted that to Lake Magazine, and they put it in 1 month.
All right, let me ask you a dumb question. What river or ocean is that?
Oh, gosh, I don't have an
Okay,
answer.
I'm not.
It's not river. It's a harbor.
Harbor.
The Sydney Harbor, but the ocean, I think, is the Pacific.
Oh, okay.
Notice I'm not sure of that.
No, this is not you.
Yeah, it is. In fact, all of the pictures in here are either taken by me or with me in them. And they have a luge in Queenstown.
What's a luge?
It's like a pipe or a ditch or trench that's frozen usually.
So is this frozen?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's
Just hard
You're
concrete.
just rolling on concrete, but you have a brake and you don't have an accelerator. Gravity is your accelerator.
I be darned.
And my daughters love that because I was really focused. Yeah.
You got to remember that Steve does have Parkinson, and Steve, and today, and I really, you've gone the extra mile on this, and that part doesn't amaze me. You amaze me anyway. It doesn't surprise me, but for you to get with Ryan and come up with this kind of a presentation, I'm impressed.
Well, wait till we get to the video. That's the part where Ryan and I are having to coordinate a lot.
Okay.
We'll show video clips, short ones.
Well, let's talk about what you got up here. Steve's travel background.
Yeah, that's just to say that I do like to travel, and I've done a fair amount of that.
Yes,
I know
sir.
some that have done much more.
Yes, sir.
But in my career, I have had to travel quite a bit, some overseas.
Mm-hmm.
And I just enjoy doing that. And that just kind of goes over some of the times and reasons and quantity. Been to all but 3 states in the United States.
Which ones are those?
I've got them down here: Oregon,
Mhm.
South Carolina, and no, not South Carolina, South
South
Dakota,
Dakota, mhm.
and Nebraska.
Really?
Are the 3 I have not been to.
Mm-hmm. Are you planning on going to them?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Eager to go to Oregon. I've heard it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
The other 2, we'll see, but yeah.
Hell-
And then 40 foreign countries. I always
Wow.
love going to a foreign
Wow.
country because you learn things.
Yeah.
Especially Asia, the culture is different,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just interesting to talk to those people and meet the local nationals and get to know what their culture, how it's different.
What's a blister pack?
A blister pack is organizing your medicine. You or Ellen probably has a box where you put your pills in
Right.
it and you organize it. This does it for you, and it's already in little pouches that are sealed, and they call them blisters.
Now, you're not flying this helicopter, are you?
No, I don't know how to fly a helicopter, but we're going to take a ride in it in just a couple of minutes.
All right, advance notice for physical. Explain Parkinson's difference. Tell me.
That's just to say that when you have a disease, and it doesn't have to be Parkinson's,
Yes,
it could
sir.
be Alzheimer's
Right.
or anything else that's significant. You really should notify people, especially if you're doing something that's an activity
Right.
that you could mess up and harm others
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. It's always good to give an advance notice that you have Parkinson's. I'm a scuba diver, and every time
That surprises me. Nothing should surprise me with you, but that surprises me. Why scuba diving? Just an adventure?
Oh, I've for years I love it because it's if the water is real clear and you start to descend,
Yes, sir.
you can make yourself neutrally buoyant or weightless, and it's just so peaceful and so
Wow.
relaxing and so quiet.
Does it help with your Parkinson? Because I know being relaxed is part of that, correct?
At the time, I forget that I have Parkinson's.
Really? Wow.
And
So it works.
Yeah, but when you get back up on the surface and gravity takes a hold of you, you can remember.
You know John Phillips?
No.
Okay, John Phillips is big into, used to, I think, train folks for scuba diving. Folks, we ain't got into the real adventure. The rest of the story, we'll be right back. All right, I'll be volunteering today at Dr. Edwards' office, and I'm going to eat lunch beforehand at Doc's Cafe. What are my choices?
Your choices today at the famous Doc's Cafe for Wednesday are whole catfish or hot ham and cheese hoagie.
Ooh.
That sounds good. Either one of those is going to be
Yep.
good. stewed apples, which are very good, green beans, Capri blend veggies. Oh, this is going to be good. Steamed cauliflower. And the soup of the day is tomato bisque.
Wow. Let me tell you something. That is a good, Cat LaFoy, you did good on the changing up the menu. Breakfast is being served right now. And remember this, when you hear us talking about it, they're going to give you 10% off on your purchase.
Hi, I'm Phil Blassingame from Riverbank and Trust. Great bankers build relationships on trust and understanding. It's about listening more than talking and caring for someone's success as much as your own. It's meeting neighbors and businesses where they are on their financial journeys and walking beside them every step of the way. Find your banker at Riverbank and Trust.
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
The Morris Haynes Law Firm focuses on representing those who have been injured or mistreated by the wrongful acts of others. We have offices in Ellick City and Birmingham, but we have been calling Ellick City home for over 30 years. If you find yourself in need of a lawyer, give us a call at Morris Haynes, 256-329-2000. We would be honored to help you.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Amanda Scroggins with RE/MAX Around the Lake will cover every inch of Lake Martin's 880 miles of shoreline to find your family's dream home. Amanda's experience is top-notch, and she is consistently a top 10 RE/MAX agent in the state of Alabama. Her love for her clients is sincere and from the heart. Call her today at 256-749-6634 or visit her website, amandascroggins.com today.
Hello, this is Scotty Gordon at Cornerstone Insurance. Are you tired of paying too much for your home and auto insurance? If so, give us the opportunity to help you. At Cornerstone, we have 3 goals for all of our clients: asset protection, affordable pricing, and superior customer service. Come by and give us a call today to see what we can save you. 153 Alabama Street, 256-409-2299.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense. Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway. Hey, Jack Wright, good morning to you and your deer down there on the lake. It's time to
do some more traveling right now with our old buddy Steve Sane with Parkinson. You've been coming out here over a year now, and I don't.
Like 2, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't see you getting any worse off.
Well, tremor is not my dominant symptom.
Mm-hmm.
I have mostly non-motor symptoms like constipation.
You get tired a lot?
Fatigue is big because your neurons in your brain don't produce as much dopamine, and dopamine is a chemical that gets you active and makes things happen, helps you be happy and things like that.
That's why I'm lazy? That's why I'm a lazy person?
No, it's why I'm lazy. And so sometimes in the afternoon I just reach a wall and I just seem to run out of gas.
And that's really okay.
It is okay. I've just recently learned through my neurologist to just take my my nighttime or bedtime meds early. And it's not that bad if I run out of medicine coverage in the middle of the night because I'll be asleep anyway.
You rest well at night?
Most of the time.
Let's go back to New Zealand and Australia right now. What was the time difference between Alabama and...
I can't remember, probably more about 8 or 9 hours, something like that. But wow. I wanted to make a point on the previous slide, the scuba diving and travel.
Yeah.
I've done 2 really neat things. With my daughter, I have 2 daughters. My younger daughter is my scuba diving buddy.
Wow.
And one time we went on a scuba diving trip to the Maldives, which is in the Indian Ocean, and she noticed on a globe that I have in my office, she said, "Look, Dad, Alabama is here and the Maldives is there. It's exactly on the opposite side of the earth. So let's do this. Let's fly out there, do our thing, and not fly back, but keep going and go around the planet." I thought that was a great idea because it's about the same distance and it probably was the same money. And we tend to have long layovers in cities we've never been to, like Singapore and Tokyo and stuff like that. So we've done that twice. We went once with the rotation of the Earth and once against the rotation of the Earth. And what a wonderful thing to do with your child.
Oh, you talk about a memory maker?
Yeah.
Man, you got that forever. With her. So the Earth is round?
It is.
You say that?
I left Atlanta heading east, and I arrived at Atlanta heading east.
Around the world in 80 days. How long did it take you?
It was 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Well, we had spent 1 week at our destination, so we did it really in less than about a week. So you don't know what time zone you're in anymore.
Yeah.
Did that mess you up?
A little bit. It's critical to sleep when you're supposed to sleep. So I have a recipe that my physician doesn't necessarily like.
What
10 milligrams of Ambien and 2 gin and tonics. It works for me. I've used it many times.
Oh, I love it. Let's go back to, where are you taking us now? Top 5 experiences during your trip to Australia and New Zealand. This was almost a year ago.
Yes, March of 24. And I wrestled with how to do this in a timely manner, and I just thought there's a 3-week trip. There's no way to do that.
Sure.
So let's just pick my top 5
Okay.
things. And I couldn't pick 5. Actually, 5B means that there's 2 number 5s. So it's really the top 6. But Ryan and I are going to try this to see how we can do with pictures and video clips. But one of the things they had out there were these jet boats, which were really kind of neat. I don't have a picture of the boat. All that really does illustrate is the weather was pretty, but the water was about 40 degrees, so it's really, really cold. And so they have you really bundle up. And I was on the second row. That's why I'm looking through the people here.
I love this.
But these things go along, and then the driver just spins, and you get splashed with cold water, and everybody wakes up. But they love it. It's fun. Everybody liked it.
That is cool.
So to do it again, we did it several times. But
So you just did a turnaround?
A turnaround, a spin, a 360, whatever you want to call it. Yes.
Unbelievable.
It was fun.
What river was that?
Oh, I can't remember the name of the river.
Back of the thing.
Yeah, Dart River. Thank you. Thank you, Scott.
I saw that on the back of the
Wombat in Steve's face.
Yeah, we went to, in Tasmania, we went to animal sanctuary, and you can interact with animals and stuff like that, and they had me interacting with a wombat. You learn a little bit about them. This was a wombat that decided to crawl across my lap, which wasn't that bad, but all of a sudden the wombat was in my face, and of course I was asking my tour guide, what do I do? And he said, just don't move. And I didn't, and the wombat went away.
Well, it's like you got long claws.
Yes, they're...
Did you see a Tasmanian devil while you were there?
We did. There's a picture of the wombat in my face, and it was just a big surprise. I thought about...
He liked you.
Yeah, I thought about getting a video of the Tasmanian devil, but this one is a little bit more eventful.
I'm a big fan of Tasmanian devil.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I've watched a lot of cartoons in my life.
Yeah, I expected it to spin around and go blah, blah, blah. They don't,
there you go, good one.
They don't do that at all. They don't do that at all. In Tasmania, we went out to the bush, and I was amazed. I did this trip solo, and one of the advantages is you get to get the co-pilot seat if they're available. And we actually landed on a sand runway, and I was thinking, the runway's really short. How are we going to take off, and where are we going to make it? And it was pretty exciting to experience this, because we don't have a very long runway, and this plane is really struggling to get off the ground. And I was wondering, are we going to make it? Are we going to make it? And there's no amusement park ride or anything like that that can take the place of that real stress, thinking that you may not make it.
You about to run out of sand right now.
We just left the ground right there.
A little train that could. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can.
I think it was about 10 to 20 yards before the end of the runway we lifted off.
Wow.
To me, that's a little close.
Are you by yourself? I mean, of course, you got a pilot.
No, there was a group of about 6 or 8 in that plane.
Somebody weighed too much.
Yeah, it's probably me.
So it's a pretty nice sized plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was decent size, but it was just an experience to be on a dirt or sand runway like that. I'm used to Atlanta and other airports that are big and paved, but not sand.
Unbelievable.
In outside of Queenstown, they have are you familiar with the Barber Motorsports track?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yeah, neat place up outside Birmingham.
Beautiful. I've been there several times. Yeah. Porsche has their sport driving school there, and I've been through that school
really?
A handful of times.
Right.
I love that. Queenstown has something very similar.
Yes, sir.
And they allow you to race what they call radical sports cars. I thought that was just an adjective, but it's actually a class of car, like Indy cars or Formula One cars or stock cars, that kind of thing.
It's a one-seater, looks like.
It's 2, actually.
Oh, it is?
And the guy that I was standing with me,
you
it's my coach.
Me.
I'm the white helmet on the right. Their steering wheel is on the right, so I'm driving, and you see the coach's right hand telling me to go and brake and turn left and this kind of stuff.
How fast did you get up?
I don't know. I didn't have a speedometer. But you see the track on the left-hand side with the little red dot showing where we are on the track.
Oh,
and he gives you instructions, and you just go as fast as you can, as safe as you can. And that was so much fun. As you know, I have a Porsche 911.
Yeah.
And the horsepower in that little thing is about the same as my 911, and the weight is almost half.
Wow.
So you think equals horsepower, half the weight, it'll fly. And turn on a dime, it's like driving a go-kart with a V8.
It's like you're watching a video game. It's almost doesn't look real.
You're right.
Yeah. My coach did a really funny thing, I thought. At the end, I said, okay, give it to me straight. How'd I do? And he set me up. He said, you drove perfectly like a little old lady.
Yeah.
And he said, I was trying to get you to go faster,
So I'm looking at pretty good speed right there.
Oh, it was
fast as you wanted to.
It was fast enough for me, and I have to remember that I have Parkinson's, and my reaction time might be a little less.
Man, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Adventures with Steve. The Mitchell House. Let me tell you something about Mitchell House. They got a big event coming up next month at the Mitchell House. It's all about weddings and events. Now, when I say weddings and events, that means they'll have a bunch of folks there with their own products, their own service. So if you're could be a part of that, get in touch with Miss Vivian today at MitchellHouseEvents.com.
Benton Clearing and Grading is Cody and LD Benton, and they got your job in sight. Moving dirt is a clean job to them. Clearing a lot for your home or business is what they do, and they do it right. Call LD or Cody today at 256-397-2531 or 397-2532 for a quote today. I promise you, they'll do the job right. That's Benton Clearing and Grading.
This is Joseph Dean with Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory. I am pleased to announce that Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is now open to serve the public at our location on the corner of 49 North and 280 West in Dadeville. Please stop by and see lifelong resident of Dadeville, Molly Kaler, who will be running the office and meeting with families who want to plan ahead and pre-need their services. We are also available by phone 256-750-0381 or online at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center provides optimum care for the whole person. Dr. Dimo Popov specializes in the prevention and diagnosis of high blood pressure, kidney disease, diabetes, and acute and chronic conditions. Our weight loss clinic offers lipo shots and a guide to healthy weight loss. Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center, where lifestyle changes are made.
2025 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World. '25 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
Thunderbolt Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. Now let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's, Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827.
Going back in here and join us with more Adventures with Steve. Man, what a lineup you and Ryan put together for this. Thank both of y'all.
Mm-hmm. Can't do it without Ryan.
But the whole lineup, and we're just skimming part of your adventure
Yes.
on this particular trip.
Correct. I'm just trying to pick the top 5. There was a lot of other things I did, but we just don't have time to go in it now.
What's next? I want to do this again, if you will.
Barcelona, French Riviera, Amalfi Coast, and then train rides all through the Alps in Switzerland.
Oh, wow.
And end up at a place called Lake Como, which is in Italy, but just south of Switzerland. If you can imagine Lake Martin with the Alps in the background, that's what Lake Como is supposed to be.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You know, Australia's got all these crazy wild animals that will kill you if they bite you, you know.
Yeah, some of them.
Yeah, and I've always been like, I'd be nervous wreck in Australia. And they got the black mamba, snake, you know. If you, If you get bitten by that snake, it's over. It's over, yeah. And then
Mountaintop helicopter landing.
We talked about this when I was here last month.
Yeah, mhm.
That I had a helicopter excursion. And it ended up being private because the other passengers had to cancel. And long about now, the pilot is saying, "Okay, just want to let you know we're going to do an alpine landing in a couple of minutes." And my thought was, where?
Yeah. Of course, there's
it was happening right then as that video is being taken, and I couldn't figure out where we're going to land. And he was telling me, we had a safety briefing before we took off, and the bottom line of that is, if you get out of the helicopter, don't go to the rear of it. It's too dangerous. Go to the front of it. But he was trying to tell me right about now that we're going to be landing close to about a 2,000-foot cliff. And so if you go forward, just be careful.
Is that snow right here?
It is.
Okay.
But it's not level and it's frozen, so you can't land the helicopter on that. So where are we going to land was the question.
Then why are you going to land?
just for fun.
Okay.
Just for fun. But here we go. We're landing right about now.
That's your feet right there.
That's my
I'd be flipping out.
toes, yeah. Because you can see right about now how high we are. You see the edge there?
Mm-hmm.
If you went up to the edge and looked down, it's about 2,000-foot drop.
Okay, but you didn't get out of the helicopter.
Oh, sure.
You did? What, are you
Ryan,
crazy?
Next slide. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you holding on to that helicopter?
Yeah. I didn't go very far. But
I
to me,
cannot believe this.
That was exciting to go that close.
Okay, this is what brought all this up to start with.
When we were talking about kangaroos last time. And this, unfortunately, I don't have a video of, but the last day in a place called Kangaroo Island, I had to catch a ferry early in the morning, and a shuttle picked me up from where I was staying. And it was before sunrise, and I got in the van, and we're going about 45 miles an hour, and all of a sudden I noticed their steering wheel is on the right, so I was on the left, and I looked out my window, and there's a kangaroo running alongside the van, like sometimes dolphins swim alongside.
Yeah.
And you could hear it snorting, like horses do when it runs. And I had packed my phone and my camera, and by the time I scrambled around and got my phone out to video, the kangaroo had peeled off to the left into the darkness, and I didn't get a video of it. But they have kangaroos there like we have deer. And so we just stopped along the road and took that video of it looked like mother and child. And that's a picture of Queenstown. Queenstown is beautiful. If you've been to Gatlinburg, I think it's a Gatlinburg on steroids.
Wow.
It's bigger, it has a bay, and has these snow-covered mountains just right there. So it's really pretty, Queenstown is.
You know, I look at the kangaroos and just really more or less seeing them in cartoons and, so dumb question. They do have a pouch that a baby or their young is carried in. Is that right?
And we saw one or two with infants in their pouch.
You know, I think about your traveling, and I think about your daughter, and I think about, the love, but the memories that you guys will have forever.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Dad did this. Golly.
In fact, when their children were little, my wife and I would take family vacations, and we would go overseas. And my accountant, remember I had my own business, my accountant would really give me a hard time saying, you're spending too much money on vacations, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You can't get that back. The return on investment is awful. And I would say the return on investment is infinite.
Yeah.
Because you make those memories with the children, and you can. I totally believe that we live in the very best country on the planet.
I agree with you.
But it's one thing to talk about it and read about it. It's another thing to go visit other countries and then see how lucky we are in the United States. And so we got our children to go to other countries and see some of that, and they knew themselves that we live in the very best country on the planet.
Makes them appreciate it more.
Absolutely.
What country have you been in that makes you appreciate where you live? Is any of them that you've been to that, wow, we're blessed to live now in Alexander City, Alabama? Does any country come to mind?
A handful.
Yeah,
it depends on where you go in the country. You can say that about the United States. You can go to a nice place like we live in, or you can go to a really dangerous, difficult place.
Right.
I think we had a really tough experience, our family did, in Venezuela, because we were in a bus and it got stopped by militia, and they boarded the bus, and they were apparently looking for something, but they had rifles and so forth and dressed in camouflage, and I was very concerned. My children were very little at that time, but they didn't hurt anyone.
And you wasn't in a movie either. That was real.
No.
Golly.
Probably the most fascinating place I've ever been is the village that straddles the 53rd parallel between South Korea and North Korea. It's called Panmunjom, and you can go on if you know somebody. You can, and I did. We had an Army client there that got us on a special tour. You can go see North Korea and watch them march. They march like Russian soldiers do, with their knees straight and things like that.
Yep.
Just to see that's real is really different. Some of the culture that, real quickly, my bags didn't make it, and so I had to go on the tour in blue jeans and Nike tennis shoes and stuff like that, and so I wasn't in the beginning allowed to go because denim is a sign of poverty in their culture.
Really? Wow.
And the South Koreans would be embarrassed for the North Koreans to see me in blue jeans. Although they were Jordache jeans, it didn't seem to matter to them. And Nike shoes, tennis shoes, is a sign of poverty.
Really?
So luckily, our Army client turned out to be, I never noticed this about him and he about me, we were about the same size, so I could wear his clothes. So he had some dress shoes, some dress pants, and dress shirt.
To get you up to par.
And we were able to go, and that was interesting. They would tell us things like, if you're going to look at something and describe something on the other side, do not point, because you're being watched, and they don't necessarily know that you don't have a handgun in your hand. I thought, you've got to be kidding.
Wow.
This is for show, right?
Wow.
And everyone I spoke to said it's for real.
I mean, it's hard. I can't talk unless I use my hands.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Absolutely.
I be darned.
But just the things like that we take for granted in the United States that they have to deal with in some other countries.
Steve, you being a part and owning your own engineering firm has opened up a brand new world, literally, for you.
Definitely.
Wow. Thanks for showing these. I want to do this again. I want to go traveling with you again, but I ain't got to go anywhere.
Yes, sir.
We'll do that. Hey, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to wrap it up.
In 2025, we're hammering down high prices at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. New GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cabs, discounted up to $12,000 off. GMC Terrain with a roomy cabin and pro safety, discounted up to $7,000 off. Enjoy the new year with no payments for 120 days. Choose from over 500 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way. GlennSmith.com. Get ready to smile.
Carlisle Heating and Air says it's tune-up time for your HVAC system. Having your unit tuned up increases energy efficiency and can reduce the wear and tear on your unit. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019 for a price. Serving the Lake Martin area, Alexander City, Dadeville, Jackson Gap, and Goodwater. Don't get hot, be cool. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019. Don't get hot, be cool.
Wintertime in the South is mild compared to other parts of the country, but we still tend to be less active and spend more time indoors. Show your heart some love this winter by getting it checked out at the UAB Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/heartrussell.
Hey, we're Kevin and Courtney Hall. I'm a lifelong member of First Baptist Dadeville. My wife joined me after we got married. We really enjoy First Baptist because it is a biblical congregation and very community-minded. Come join us.
Cloud9 is a lifestyle boutique downtown Alexander City. We're right on Main Street next to Carlisle's, and we're open from 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. We offer a variety of items ranging from ladies' clothing from size extra small to 2XL. We have baby clothes including newborn gifts. We have wedding registries and the beloved Diva Wash. If you know, you know. Follow us on social media and come see us today on Main Street.
Discover great deals on Kawasaki motorcycles, watercraft, side-by-sides, and more. Save big on championship-proving KX motorcycles. Get a great deal on iconic Kawasaki jet ski personal watercraft, or take advantage of big adventure for less with savings on our rugged Terex side-by-sides. There's no better time to save on our exciting lineup of Kawasaki vehicles. Visit Adams Motorsports on the Boulevard today, or see all the Kawasaki products at adamsmotorsports.com, where your pleasure is our business.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Traveling with Parkinson. Well, that's what our buddy had just shown. You can do it. I don't care where you go, but go. You agree with that?
Amen.
Yeah. I don't care. Maybe you can't go to New Zealand. Maybe you can't go to Australia, but you can go to Tennessee. You can go to Florida. You can go to Mississippi. And right here in our own backyard, we've got a lot of places to go, but go.
Go.
Well, you can.
Do it while you still can is my Parkinson's mantra.
Yeah.
And that applies to a lot of things, but travel is definitely one of them.
Yeah, and I think that's just to put it on your, not your bucket list, just your life list of things to enjoy. You're gonna come back out here, and I don't know where I don't want to know. I don't know where we're going. We go next, but I wanna travel with Steve.
Okay, come on.
Yeah. Let me tell you, Scott, thank you for being out here this week. Appreciate you being a part of the show. Ryan, thank you for getting with our buddy right here.
Ryan.
And thank you for what you do with so many people with Parkinson. Just do it. See you tomorrow.